What's going on, everyone? Today we are playing an SNK classic, Crystalis. This one was pretty wild. It was an RPG. Came out, I believe, around 1992 for the original NES. And 5 years later, they made this whole end of the world kind of shift. Survivors vowed not to repeat their mistakes of the past. They erected a great tower in the sky. And, it obviously took off. Actually, 1990, so they're looking 7 years later at the world becoming something completely different. 100 years passing, and of course civilization survives, which it's just pretty wild. People work together to rebuild their villages and their lives, but they still lived in fear. Yeah, this is kind of wild how this goes on. You don't really see the tower like when you start this game. And apparently, after 100 years, evil rises again, which, I mean, that's a common trope of like all of these RPGs or even some of the actioners, Metroidvania style games often went with this whole kind of way of doing things and whatnot. So it was pretty wild. Now this was an RPG. It was more of an action RPG because it wasn't in the vein of like kind of like Final Fantasy or stuff like that. Like, it wasn't turn-based. Like, you could actually go and do battle. You just had to find the equipment, the gear. So we start off, it's like some kind of cryo chamber. And here is your character, just emerging from this cryo chamber. So now you're able to go upon your quest. Come out of the cave. This is the first town. I believe it's called Leaf. Yeah. So it's kind of like you were part of a prophecy. You were some kind of like, guardian that one day was going to bring about the fixing of the world. So of course that guy, he gives you $100. I don't know what the currency is now, but that's what we've got going on here. Windy in this town, they're used to it. So the first thing I did when I got this, I got the tanned hide, which would give you the obviously way more strength or defense, really. And you actually had to go and equip the item. So there we go. As you can see, I have no sword, no shield, no power. Just have the tanned hide. But you'll get all those other things as you go along. And honestly, you have to find the 4 swords of power. This windmill. Okay, so the elder knows that, you came from the cave, this was your destiny, and he gives you your first sword, the Sword of Wind. Now, each sword has its own different abilities and powers and whatnot. This, again, you have to equip. And as you go along, you kind of like do all kinds of stuff with it. You could attack quickly, you could like slash at enemies, but one of the things that I like to do is like power it up. So just so that you see now I have the shield, I actually went and just messed around. I got some money going on. You could see that like I'm a little bit stronger. I'm level 4 now. And I went and bought the Carapace shield, which was important. You had to have that shield as well, so that way you've got more defense. This shop actually sells medical herbs, antidotes, warp boots who'll warp you out of a cave or whatever, And then there's also an alarm flute, so you need to have at least one alarm flute on you in order to complete the first stage of your quest. And as you can see, you power up, it hits number 1, and you go around, you can shoot like a ball of wind, which is pretty cool. As you gain more power, you'll find an orb of wind, and that'll give you like the power level 2. You'll shoot a bigger blast of wind. And then if you go and you get the power level 3, it'll fire tornadoes, but it'll use up a lot of magic. So you got to keep that in mind when you're doing this. So now we're going to walk around. We're going to go check what's going on over here. Here's the windmill. And we'll go inside, and we clearly need a key. We don't know where the character is there to kind of like open up the windmill. The one thing that's kind of crazy about this is that you actually had to do these things kind of redundantly. It was really crazy the way that you had to do this. You had to go visit the windmill, see that nobody's there, go back to the town, or actually we're going to go and visit the wise man Zebu, and he'll let us know what's going on, that we have to wake the guy up, and then the guy will be there in the cave that we just were. So we'll go here. This is an ice cave. And of course, like as we're going through this ice cave, we're going to find the wise man Zebu. You're the one that we've been waiting for. Try to make the windmill work. If you do this, I'll teach you a magic. This off-color ice wall that's behind him can actually be shattered, but we do not have the sword or the ability to do it yet. That's something that we're going to get later on. And we'll be able to like open that up. Now, just to make sure that like I really get all the information that I need, I'm going to go back to the town, talk to the townspeople. You know, they let me know that that the guy is asleep up there, and then I go up there and I'm going to wake him up. So we head back north where we came from. We cross this bridge. We get to the cave there. And then we're going to go up the middle. When we go up the middle this time, there will be somebody just laying down. And there he is. Just snoozing away. So we're going to equip the alarm flute. And we're going to hit the button when we have it equipped. And there you go, he's awake. Look at how he doesn't want you to tell Zebu that he was asleep on the job. There's a strange wall that'll help you break rocks in the caves. That is the orb that we're going to need for this specific sword. That'll give us the +2, and it'll give us a stronger burst of wind, so that we're able to like break that, or break certain rock walls, not the ice wall that we had back there. The other thing that I really just didn't like about this game was like you had to equip everything and then use it. Equip, use. So there we go. Now we've got the windmill working. And you see it opened up a door there. So here we go. Now we can leave this area and we could go back over there and get into that door. Or that cave entrance, really. You could return to Zebu and he'll teach you the new magic, or you could just go to the cave itself and he'll teach you the magic from here. See, now he taught us refresh. Refresh is actually going to be the way that we kind of heal ourselves if you are running low on herbs and stuff. So now we'll move along. These things are just annoying, these slimes. We also have to be careful for, what do you call it? We also have to be careful. There's like these things that look kind of like dragons. And you want to be careful for those because they will poison you. And you definitely don't want to be poisoned around here. There we go. Take these guys out. And it's really hard to navigate through here, honestly. Well, not really hard to navigate through here, but it's kind of tough to like level up. I mean, getting to level 4 was no problem, but these guys now, they're, you know, a little less powerful, especially at level 4, so now it takes like a little more to it takes like a little more to get more XP. These guys, I believe, will poison you. Those slimes are nothing there. Here we go. These golems are kind of tough and annoying. There we go. We have a set of warp boots now in case we want to just warp out of this cave. And we'll take out this other slime here. Go down. So this is actually like an introductory dungeon, pretty much. And it's going to help us to, you know, like kind of get a basic understanding for what's going on with what are we doing here. Medical herb. Those bats are really annoying too. Alright, so that rock wall we cannot break until we get the ball of wind. The ball of wind is actually going to be what we need to, like, shatter that. So now we have the ball of wind, now we can shatter this thing. There we go, so we got antidote. And we're just going to keep moving through this dungeon here. I like taking out these bigger guys because they do give us a little bit more health and stuff like that, or XP at least, which is always a good thing. Let's see, got all kinds of power here going on. Let's see. Yep, we'll break through there. Alright, keep going. There we go. Take this guy out. Keep moving along. Yeah, here we go. We're just going along. Going along for the ride here. Getting some stuff we need, dropping stuff we don't. Taking out these enemies. Just moving along. Like I said, this is one of those insane things. Alright, so this is going to be our first big boss here. It's like a vampire, so what we have to do, we got to watch out for the bats, and we got to just blast this guy. So I like to get it to number 2. If you get close to like any of the sides, either below or at the top, or even left and right, you get to the edges of this little arena and the bats will disappear. They go too far and they die. You could also shoot them as well. So just be careful. Here we go. We're going to refresh. We're going to try our darndest to take this guy out. Level 4, it really shouldn't be a problem. Especially if we're hitting him with the number 2 ball here. There we go. Now we've got him. What does he drop off? Rabbit boots. Okay, so the rabbit boots were able to jump. There we go. We're going to continue on. This is going to get us to the next section, which we're really going to need to get through. Alright, so around here we have these boar people that throw axes. Pretty deadly. It's like a whole wild area over here. There's like a whole bunch of stuff that like we could like walk around, check out. But immediately when you come out of the cave, you could go south, and from there you'll find an entrance right over here. So that's Greenmire, I believe. That is the next zone. Aracana missing his statue. We'll find that in a little bit. Nice little traveler town. Medical herbs, antidotes, which we could use. And then, let's see. There should be, yep, here we go. Armor shop with better armor. There's leather armor, which we could use, and of course you have to put on, and a bronze shield. And of course the carapace shield, which we already got, which if you didn't get already, then you could like add there. So there we go, we're putting that on. A lot of different mazes going on around here, a lot of different things in this area. This kind of can get overwhelming. It could get overwhelming. So let's see. Found out how to get rich quick. You told them all about the mountain. There is an ice path here as well. That's definitely going to be a pain to get through. Let's see. Let's keep it moving. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the poisonous forest. But first, before we go there, there's something we've got to get. And we'll take these guys out. If you can take them out, take them out. It only helps. I mean, you know, it's going to be really hard to hit 700 XP, especially when each one of those guys is only giving you 1. So it might not even be worth it at this point, honestly. But in this, there we go, the Statue of Onyx, that's what that guy Aracana needs, so we're going to bring it back to him and get a reward without getting beat up by these guys. Jeez. Leave me alone, buddies. Well, it's not exactly 1 XP per kill. It's like 5, but still, it's gonna take a while to like get to the next level. So we'll see what's going on here. Yeah, even though I have it in my inventory, he doesn't acknowledge it. I have to actually put it on and then kind of like use it in front of him. And that way, he'll acknowledge that I've got it. He'll recognize it. There we go. So he gives us the gas mask, which we need in order to get to the poison forest. Not exactly to get to it, but in order to actually use or you know, not get hurt while we're in there. Because that forest is pretty wild. So let's see. Yeah, when we get through this forest, nobody's gonna understand our language, which is gonna be kind of wild. So let's see. Now we'll go over there. We have to go all the way east. And we'll find the thing. We'll find a little zone there. Where these guys are at. So let's keep moving. Getting these guys. Knock them out. Okay. Let's go through here. Oops. There we go. We got it. We got the gas mask on, so that way we're not getting killed by anything here. One of the things we got to do, we got to like get through here. We got these flying bugs. We got like these plants right there. That purple thing in the background there, those shoot spores at you. These flying bugs really are annoying. This is crazy. Okay, get through here. Watch out for that bug. There we go. Let's get through here. Because we have that other... It's supposed to be like some kind of... I guess like a dwarven village. Although they look like rabbits, but they call them dwarves. Which is kind of wild. They look like rabbit people. See, those things shoot. Those things will kill you. It's insane. Absolutely insane. So here we go. We're going to go back through this area here. And we're going to see what we can get done. So, technically, I should just go like the crazy, easy route instead of just like walking around trying to like mess around and stuff like that. Let's see if we can do this. See if we can make this happen. This stuff is like absolutely crazy. Little difficulty, but not too difficult. The only thing that really makes this area difficult is trying to get through the maze itself. But like once you know the maze, then you're good. Once you know how to get through this all, then you're absolutely fine. You'll have no issues. So let's see. Let's get through here. I'm telling you, this thing is such a pain. Try to get through here. Okay. Want to avoid these things. Want to avoid those bugs because they're annoying. And we want to get to where we're supposed to go. All important here. All important. Okay. See, so here's the village, and in the village, it's kind of wild because it's a lot of these guys that, you know, they just say go in peace. I think that's the only thing they could say, really. And like I said, it's a village of like they look like rabbits. I mean, they have rabbit ears, but they're calling them. They're actually calling them dwarves, which is kind of weird. They're really one of the weirdest things. So now I believe we have to get out of here. And we gotta find one of the wise men, and he'll teach us a spell so that we could actually talk to them. And upon talking to them, you'll learn all about them, and then that's where you learn all about their motives and what makes them tick and stuff like that, and you know, like how you can help them. So let's see. There's also a big beastie here that like we have to like take out as well, and that thing is gonna be psychotic. Alright, we'll take that out. Keep getting through here. These creatures, man, they're just insane. It's a lot of, it's kind of wild. It's a lot of creatures that like you would and also would not see in like any of these kind of like RPG games, which is pretty wild. So once I left there, I went north, and we see Torment here. He wants you to defeat Stom, his swordsman, and when you defeat him, he'll teach you magic. So some people think that this is unbeatable. It's not that it's unbeatable. Basically what happens here is that he will defeat you twice, and then the third time you should be able to defeat him without any issues. So here we go. You just have to really jam on that button so you're pushing him back to the back wall there. It can be done. There it is. It's done. So he's going to teach telepathy. Telepathy, you could also, you know, call on the wise men if you use it. You don't have to actually use it when you're talking to the dwarves. They will just like start talking to you like normally, so you won't have to you know, like actually use it. Same thing with animals too. There are animals that like you can you'll be able to speak to. You'll be able to like speak to all kinds of animals and stuff, and not these guys obviously, because they're not speaking to you. They're all they know is trying to destroy you. Oh, forgot my gas mask. That was dumb. We'll put it on and we'll go in there. There we go. Use some stuff here to heal ourselves. And we'll go back over there. We're gonna need to talk to these guys. So as you can see, they're not very friendly towards humans. They just flat out tell you that. This woman, she hasn't seen her son, so you have to find the kid. Nobody seems to be a fan of humans. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head kind of south where we'll find the kid. The kid wasn't there prior. Again, this is one of those cases where you really have to like go and you have to get the characters to like talk to you about it, and then the stuff like starts happening. Then people will start showing and whatnot. So there we go, we found the kid. And now our mission is to like bring him back to his mother. While avoiding all these other like creatures and stuff like that, because they will kill you. They don't care. So there we go, the kid goes back to his home. Now you just go and follow them. Insect flute, you're gonna need that. That's going to call the creature here that you have to defeat in this area. So we'll go fight him. Of course, before you do that, you have to go talk to the elder. Something happened with the recording where it didn't record that. But you go, you talk to the elder. He actually gives you a sword of fire, which is the second sword that you need. And supposedly this is the artifact that has been guarding this village, preventing, you know, like this thing from attacking them. You're going to use the flute, and then we're going to blast this thing. So you want to wait till it stops spitting that venom and then shoot it. So build up, you know, to level 1 and then launch that crap right at him. Oh, he also has those little bugs, those flying bugs that he's got. They'll come out, they'll start like trying to attack you as well. So you got to be careful with that. And just mind the poison. Look at this, it came from the bottom, this thing. Alright, heal up a little bit. There we go, we got it. There we go, so now we have the ball of fire, which allows us, once equipped, to shoot level 2 balls of fire. So, that ice cave where we found Zebu, like, that now we can use and break open that gate if we wanted to. But we're not going to go visit Zebu, we're going to go back and visit the dwarves in the village. And now they're all friendly with us. You could make purchases, you could rest. Mother and child are happy. They reconsider their position on humans, which is awesome. I always thought like something was missing in there, or something should have been in there. So he lets you just keep that sword. And you're now able to run around. Now you have 2 of the 4 swords. You need like 3 more, or 2 more, I'm sorry. And then I believe they could all merge together and they form like the, not a master sword if you will, but the, I believe it's called the Crystalis sword. And it has like all 4 powers. So we'll leave here. And we'll get to like our next area. So let's move along. And as you can see, this sword is like a little more powerful. We're able to defeat some more enemies like with ease. These poison marshes really suck. You could use the rabbit boots to like jump through it to like go further, or you could try to aim for the centers like I was aiming for there, or the corners, which is what I was trying to do. It really didn't give me a lot of damage, honestly. So we'll rest up, we'll find out where we go next. And that should be below. That's where we're going to be going. Below. So we're going to be going down here. We're going to be going southwest. And that's going to get us to the next zone that we need to go. And this is going to be an all-ice zone. So here we go. Now we're in the whole ice area. And this is basically where we're going to find one of the wise men again. And we're also going to have to use our fire sword with the ball of fire to take out a bunch of ice walls that are here. So let's see. Wind is also going to work on a lot of these guys. We're going to be changing like a lot of stuff back and forth. We're going to be changing from wind to fire sword and back. So you're going to have to get used to that. These red things, they will poison you, so you want to avoid them as best you can. Definitely. And we'll take out all these other guys as well. It's just a lot of like figuring out what the weaknesses are and how to make this work and everything like that while navigating through the entire area as well. That gets to be a pain. So here we go. Ice wall, we take it out. And there's Zebu telling us that there is a problem over here in Leaf, but we don't need to go to Leaf yet. I'm going to go here just for the hell of it though. Just to see what's going on down here. We'll get down here and we'll see that there's problems. Everyone is like missing. There we go. And because we have telepathy, we can actually speak to the rabbit here. So this is a problem that we have to handle, but not something that we have to handle yet. We still have to handle whatever's going on up in those ice caverns, because we're going to need a couple of things from here, from those ice caverns, before we could even get down there and help the people of Leaf. It's all related, but we still need some stuff. I'm still going to need a lot, so here we go. We'll go back to the caves. See, don't need to use telepathy really, except kind of like to talk to the people, but talk to the wise men. You're not going to need it for like any other purpose really. Here we go, we're going to get through here. Again, we got to be careful with these things because they are going to poison us. You definitely want to be careful with these things. They'll all do some sort of damage. But we're gonna get through. We're gonna find, gonna figure out where we could get our next power-up. The big power-up that we're gonna need if we're gonna save anybody in the town of Leaf, we're gonna need the wind bracelet that Torment keeps telling us about. And he's going to give us a magic spell that we can use. But we've definitely got to find it first. And then we got to find him. And then we'll go from there. These ice zombies now that come out of the ground, we're able to take them out too. They were not going to fall to that wind at all. There we go. Take them out. Now those things that have the ice there, we slide down them. This one over here, we could actually jump provided you've got the rabbit boots. But we're not going to go that way yet. Let's see what's down here first. There we go. Go up in here. There we go, tear that up. These spiders are really quick to fall to the sword of fire there, so we'll use that on them. There's a medical herb. Gotta be careful, later on you find mimics, you find treasure boxes that are mimics, which is pretty wild. Here we go. Sword of Wind to take these guys out. Then we'll use the Sword of Fire to open this door again. So that's what we're going to need. There we go. See, it's a lot of changing back and forth once you have like the swords and like once you get somewhere where there's a certain amount of enemies and certain enemies. Because you got to take them out a certain way. It gets really, really crazy. So just keep that in mind as you're like traveling. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you can not only switch it, but you can switch it safely, and you also got to remember to switch the orbs as well. Because the orbs are effective only with the sword that they're connected to. So, there we go, we're going to continue on. Going through here now. It's a lot of traveling, a lot of like working things out here. It's pretty wild. Okay. Let's see where else we can go. Going all around. I really do enjoy like some aspects of this game. Other aspects are just like really tough. Which is pretty wild. Like, one of the things that makes it so wild is like obviously the switching, the constant switching of, you know, like the weapons and stuff. The mazes are kind of wild, but once you know what the mazes are, you're good. And now, let's keep going. Let's see if we can get... Should be a wise man somewhere around here. And these spiders obviously are giving us some decent XP, which we could use. Get us to level 7. Yep, there we go. Almost, just need one more kill and we're at level 7. Of course it doesn't fill you up completely at all, which sucks. Like I wish it would fill out the your health and magic gauges. Now we can go around and we could move to the next thing. There we go. Get through here. Alright. I believe we're almost where we need to be. Warp boots, which is useful. Only to a point is useful though. It's useful when you want to get out of the cave real quick, but not useful when you're later on. You could just get like a teleport spell, I believe. Get directly to a town. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys. And go around. I'm telling you, this is quite the workout. Trying to get through all these guys. And trying not to get killed as well. You gotta make sure you got plenty of medical herbs and stuff like that. Make sure you've got a bunch of antidotes so that you could, like, survive poison. Because you know you're getting poisoned as well. And let's keep going. You're gonna find that you're gonna see like a lot of these things over and over again as well. You're gonna you're gonna get lost a couple of times. You definitely are. It's gonna be wild. Okay. Almost through here. Oh, there's the wise man over there on the other side. So we gotta get to him. Get there. Here we go. Almost. I like to be prepared for these guys. I like to make sure I've got a full charge when I go after them. You don't want to miss either. Okay. There we go, let's clear these guys out. There it is. And we'll go in here. This is finally where we want to be. Which is good. I'm telling you, there's so many twists and turns in this thing, like it just gets like really insane. Really, really insane. So we'll go through here, take these guys out. Of course, these guys, they suffer to wind, so we gotta hit them with the wind. There we go. Yeah, definitely needed to do that. And we'll switch back to fire for these spiders. See, this is the thing that like really makes me crazy, is that like you're going back and forth between the freaking, you know, different kinds of weapons to like fight different kinds of creatures in here. It gets like really, really insane. Really insane. We'll just go around these guys. And we'll come over here. Again, we need wind. There we go. Wind again. And now we gotta switch to fire to like burn this thing down. There we go. Wind again. It just goes back and forth. I'm telling you, it's like this never-ending thing. You're always gonna go back and forth. You really do have to. It's like absolutely nuts. It's a necessity though. That's how this like all gets done. So here we go, and there's the wise man. Alright everyone, I'm going to stop it here. We're going to pick it up in the next one. Don't forget to check out the main channel, Dark Strider, for all the more current games. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.